Okay, class. So before we start, let us pray first. Okay, please stand up for the prayers. Let us pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Okay, good morning, class. How are you today? Okay, that's great. Okay, so before we proceed to our discussion, let me check your attendance first. Say present as I call your name. Okay. Danica Adolfo. Present. Rachel Aduon. Okay. Joanne Oges. Okay. Apolinaria. Okay, present. Okay, so it is good to know that all of you are present today. So give a round of applause for everyone. Okay, so before we start our discussion, let's have our classroom roles first. First, come to our class on time. And second, be respectful. And third, be prepared for class. And fourth, raise your hand if you want to answer. And the last number, listen to my discussion. Is that clear, class? Okay, very good, class. Okay, so before we proceed to our discussion, class, let's have our review of our previous lesson. Anyone who can recall our previous lesson? Yes, Mary Chris. Very good, Mary Chris. It is about the taking care of reproductive system. So today, class, we will be having an activity. So our activity is guessing the picture. So you will just guess the picture that I will show to you. Is that clear, class? Okay, very good, class. So this activity, class, is based on our previous lesson. Okay, so for the first picture, class. Okay, so who can guess to our first picture? Yes, Juan. Very good, Juan. It is a napkin. So when do we use a napkin? Juan. Yes, very good. When we have a period. So, using a napkin is only for the girls. Okay, how about the second picture? Yes, Jamala. Very good, Jamala. It is a soap. Okay, so when do we use the soap, Jamala? Yes, when we are taking a bath. Okay, very good. So the next picture, who can guess? Yes, April. Yes, very good, April. Is taking a bath. Okay, so why we need to take a bath daily? Yes, April. Yes, to make our body clean and healthy. And to taking care our reproductive organs. Very good. How about the fourth picture? Yes, Shara? Very good, Shara. It is fruits and vegetables, and they are exercising. Very good. Okay, so why we need to exercise and to eat fruits and vegetable, class? Yes, to maintain our healthy body. And also to taking care our very good our reproductive organs. How about the last picture? Who can guess? Yes, very good. It is circumcision. Very good, Brian. Okay, so what is circumcision, class? Yes, Rachel? Yes, very good. Circumcision, class, is only for the boys. Okay, so very good, children. You still remember our previous lesson, so give a round of applause for everyone. Okay, so before we go on to our proper discussion, let's have another activity, class. This activity is arrange the jumbled letters. Okay, so you will just arrange the jumbled letters to name the picture presented. Is that clear, class? Okay, very good. So let's start. Okay. Who can arrange our first jumbled letters? Yes, Joanne. Very good, Joanne. It is fertilization. How about the second picture? The second jumbled letters. Yes. Yes, Jamala. Very good, Jamala. It is conception. How about the third picture or the third jumbled letters? Yes, yes, Rachel. Yes, very good, Rachel. It is pregnancy. Very good, class. Okay, so now based on the activity we have earlier, what do you think is our topic for today? Anyone? Yes, Mary Rose? Yes, very good, Mary Rose. You guess it. So our topic for today is fertilization, conception, and pregnancy. Okay, so what is conception? Conception or fertilization is the union of an ovum and sperm. Ovum can only be fertilized for a new day after ovulation. At the next 3 to 4 days, the fertilized ovum starts to divide and moves down from fallopian tube to the uterus. The embryo will grow. Okay. I have here a video of fertilization. Please listen carefully.
The journey of life starts with a fascinating race. Starting with millions of sperm, only one, the fastest and the strongest, will reach the finish line. Some fall out of the race, getting lost in the rush through the narrow fallopian tubes, while some are stopped by natural obstacles which protect the woman's body from intruders. Those who make it closer to the end compete fiercely with each other. Together, they attack the egg cell. Their only goal is to be the first one to enter the egg. membrane of the egg. Finally, we have a winner. The winning sperm enters the egg and conception occurs. Half the man's and half the woman's chromosomes combine. This creates a which is needed to create new life. These combined chromosomes form the first cell of the new baby. This is now called the zygote. The zygote starts to divide into a cluster of cells and begins to travel to the friendly and safe habitat of the uterus. When the zygote is divided into a bubble of cells, a blastocyst is formed with an inner layer of cells making up the embryo and an outer layer which will protect and nourish the embryo. The blastocyst then finds a comfortable place to stay in the uterus for the next 40 weeks to develop and transform into a human being.
Okay class, so based on the video we watched, when will the fertilization occurs? Yes, Joanne? Very good, Joanne. So fertilization class occurs when a sperm cells from a fertile man swims up through the vagina and into the uterus of a woman and joins with the woman's egg cells as it travels down one of the fallopian tube from ovary to uterus. Okay, very good. Okay, so why when the sperm penetrates the eggs, the surface of the eggs changes? Any idea? Yes, Danica? Yes, very good, Danica. So that no other sperm can enter. Yes. Okay, so how many days did the sperm cells live inside the female body? Yes, Hazel? Very good. So the sperm cells can live up to 48 to 72 hours inside a woman's body. Okay. Okay, so swimming sperm can reach the egg in half an hour, while others may take days. Okay, so out of millions sperm class, only one can reach the finish line. Okay, so now let's proceed. Let's move on to embryo. Okay, who wants to read the definition? Yes, Mary. Okay, thank you, Mary. So, an embryo class is the early stage of human development in which organs or critical body structures are formed. Okay, so now let's move on to embryo. Okay, Mary, please read the definition. Okay, thank you, Mary. So embryo is the term for developing clusters of cells during these earliest stages of the blood vessels in the endometrium have a rich supply of blood to support growth. An embryo is defined as the stage of development for an unborn offspring during the weeks, generally 2 to 8 weeks of fertilization. An embryo is a very early stage of development for the child in the womb. Okay, so an embryo class is the early stage of human development in which organs or critical body structures are formed. Okay, so look at the picture, class. What did you observe? Yes, very good. As you can see, yes, it has it already formed an eye, mouth, right lung, fingers, umbilical vein, toes, ear, apex of heart, liver, intestines, penis during 2 to 8 weeks of fertilization. Now, let's proceed to fetus. Valerie, please read the definition. Okay, thank you, Valerie. Okay, so fetus is developing baby from 9th week until birth. The outer cells of the embryo and the cells of endometrium from the placenta. So the placenta is the organ that anchors the embryo to the uterus. Okay, so in embryo class, developing baby from 2 to 8 weeks, while the fetus is developing in 9 weeks. Okay, so look at the picture class. So this is the placenta, the organ that anchors the embryo to the uterus. And the connecting the embryo and the placenta is the umbilical cord, where the blood from the mother flows carrying nutrients and oxygen to the embryo. Okay, waste products from the embryo moves to the mother's bloodstream. Okay, so class, what do we call on the cord connect the baby to the mother placenta? Yes, Mary Chris? Yes, very good. It is umbilical cord. Now let's proceed to the pregnancy. Anyone who wants to read? Yes, Mary Rose? Okay, thank you, Mary Rose. So pregnancy is the term used to describe the period in which a fetus develops inside a woman's womb or uterus. Okay, so pregnancy occurs when a sperm fertilizes an egg after its release from ovary during ovulation. So it is normal class and condition in pregnancy if the time between fertilization and birth, which lasts 37 to 42 weeks or 9 months. Okay, class, so when did pregnancy occurs? Yes, very good. Pregnancy occurs when sperm fertilizes an egg after its release from ovary during ovulation. Okay, very good, class. Okay, so we have symptoms of pregnancy. Who wants to read? Yes, Brian. Okay, thank you, Brian. So pregnancy class has other symptoms such as tenderness in her breast, fatigue, a change in appetite, and the morning sickness such as nausea and vomiting. Some experience spotting or light irregular menstrual flow. Okay, again, class, what is the symptoms of pregnancy? Yes, very good, class. Okay, so let's proceed to prenatal care. Okay, please read the definition, Hazel. Okay, thank you, Hazel. Okay, so prenatal care class is important for mother-to-be and the baby before birth. The mother-to-be should have regular medical checkups on proper nutrition, extra rest, proper childbirth and child care, education, and avoidance of drugs and risky behaviors. Okay, so prenatal care provided medical checkups consisting of recommendation on managing a healthy lifestyle while you are pregnant. Okay, class. So why it is important to get prenatal care? Yes, Rachel? Yes, very good. to keep your baby healthy. So, in the first 6 to 12 weeks of pregnancy, the woman start their prenatal care. Okay, so is there any doubt or clarification regarding to our discussion today, class? Okay, very good, class. So now let's have an activity. So this activity is arrange the jumbled letters to form a correct word. Okay, so write your answer in 1/2 sheet of paper. And I will give you 5 minutes to answer this activity. Okay, you can start now. Your time is up. Okay, exchange your paper with your seatmate. And let us check your answers. Okay. Who wants to answer? Okay. Okay. Who wants to answer number 1? Okay, Hazel. And number 2, Brian. And number 3, Mary Rose. And number 4, Mary Chris. How about number 5? Yes, Joanne. And number 6, okay, Danica. And number 7, DeFlori. Number 8, Ivan. Number 10, okay, number 10, Ignacio. Okay, so the answer in our activity is in number 1, embryo. In number 2, pregnancy. And the answer of number 3 is conception. And number 4, umbilical cord. And the answer of number 5 is placenta. And the answer of number 6 is uterus. And number 7, prenatal care. And number 8, fertilization. And number 9, Lucia. And number 10, fatigue. Okay, who got the perfect score? Yes, very good. All of you got a perfect score. So give a round of applause for everyone. Okay. So let me see if you really understand our discussion today. Let me ask you some questions. Who can define fertilization? Or what is fertilization? Yes, Hazel. Very good. What is embryo? Yes, Mary Chris. Okay, very good, Mary Chris. Who can give the symptoms of pregnancy? Yes, Rachel. Okay, very good, Rachel. Now, why it is important to have prenatal care? Yes, Joanne. Yes, very good, Joanne. So it is very important, class, to have a prenatal care to prevent complication and inform women about important steps they can take to protect their infant and ensure a healthy pregnancy. With regular prenatal care, women can reduce the risk of pregnancy and complication. Very good, class. So now, let's have another activity. Okay, so answer the following questions, class. Number 1, define conception and pregnancy. Number 2, differentiate embryo from uterus, from fetus. And number 3, list 5 common signs and symptoms of pregnant woman. And number 4, explain the process of conception. And number 5, give the importance of prenatal care. Okay, so I will give you 10 minutes to finish this activity. Answer it in one whole sheet of paper. You can start now. Okay, your time is up. Pass your paper. Okay, so for your assignment, write a reflection about the importance of prenatal care during pregnancy. Answer it in your assignment notebook. Is that clear, class? Okay, very good. Okay, so that's all for today, class. Goodbye.